All right, Joe the Pro here. Welcome to another edition of the Fascinating Five. We are here at the Section Office HQ with Chief Operating Officer Jeff Johnson. Jeff, thanks for being on the show today, my friend.
My absolute pleasure.
Awesome. Briefly, I'm going to go over some of your bio here before we get into the questions. You got into golf in 1967 at Chula Vista Municipal Golf Course, which belies your age. You don't look old enough to do that.
You're very kind.
71, you went to La Jolla Country Club and then quickly to San Diego Country Club, where you became the head pro at San Diego Country Club. And 75, you remained there till 81, and when you decided to play competitively, it was a path forward. As that dream became more distant, I love that line, you hooked up with Tom Addis at Singing Hills Country Club from 82 until your appointment as the Director of Golf General Manager, opening the Steel Canyon Golf Club in 91, where you remained until 98. You were on the San Diego, you're all over the San Diego chapter. You're on the board of directors and numerous committees. You're the Golf Pro of the Year for the San Diego chapter 3 times. Section Golf Pro of the Year in 96. It's a huge honor.
Thank you.
It's awesome. And then you finished your term as president of San Diego in 98. And then you headed the effort in building the PGA of Southern California Golf Club in Beaumont, which a lot of the pros in Southern California know about, which was quite the odyssey, building that course, the legends and the champions.
Indeed. Yes.
Which we sold, and we were off to the races and got this place.
That's right.
Out of that
That's
whole
right.
deal. 2002, after leaving the PGA Southern California Golf Club, you became partner at San Bernardino Golf Club. I remember seeing you there. That was awesome. And you were involved in the Moreno Valley Ranch Club purchase and renovation. You were the GM there from 2004 till 2014, which is when you became the COO for the section. You've received multiple section presidents awards, the Horton Smith Award, Bill Strasbaugh's Junior Golf Leader, Merchandiser of the Year, 2 Distinguished Service, all kinds of honors, Jeff. Thanks again for being here. Let's rock and roll. Let's get right into it. Jeff, how did you get into golf?
Well, I was all of 15 years old, and my good friend Steve Sachs was the fellow that picked the range balls at Chula Vista Municipal Golf Course, and was sick one day and asked if I could take his shift. So I did, and picked up the balls and sacked them and washed them and put them in buckets, and was absolutely hooked to be in that environment. And it morphed into a position with Joe the Pro Warburton, who was my mentor. And I stayed, and I mopped mats and fixed golf cars and pull carts, and ultimately knew that this is what I wanted to do with my life. So the day I graduated high school, I became an assistant golf professional and registered in the apprentice program. And it's just something that I knew was going to be rewarding and remarkable, and I've not looked back.
Awesome. Well, it has been remarkable and rewarding. And in your golf career, you were only 15 years old when you started working at a golf course.
I was that, and I was just totally taken in by the alpaca sweaters and the fine clothing that Joe wore, and I knew that, I just sort of had a vision that I wanted that sweater and I wanted to be that guy.
You've been, so that's, how many years ago? We're talking almost 50 years,
yeah.
Jeff. What are some of the most meaningful memories you have in these 50 years?
Well, it's the people, it's the friendships. I think that as I look back over the years and I look at my evolution, I've been very fortunate to be with the kinds of people that have really inspired me and motivated me. Some of my great memories are giving you the President's Award during my presidency in 2013, watching you become the Golf Professional of the Year a couple of years ago, watching you receive the Patriot Award this year. Those are distinct memories that I shall never forget, things that really stir my heart and make me proud to be part of all of this.
Well, you're a huge inspiration to me. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but thank you for saying that. It was very kind of you. 50 years as a section member, what are some of your takeaways?
Well, I think that as I once again look back and reflect, I see all of the good work that's occurred in this section and how positive the experiences have been for members and associates. In 1970, when I registered in the program, the section had one employee, Marilyn O'Pace, up on Cahuenga Boulevard. Today we have 20 people in this magnificent office, all doing remarkable things day in and day out. And I'm proud of that, and I'm proud to be a part of that team. And I think that as I look around this office, Kevin just outside here with his 6 junior golf department managers conducting over 275 events a year, and upstairs with Dave, our partner relations manager, and of course Demi and Ari, and Bryce in our communications department, the great Sharon Kerfman, 24 years here with the section. Matt Gilson running our foundation with Frank Tellerico, our Clubs for Youth program. These takeaways are really significant. And then I look at Max and Stephen in our tournament department, conducting all the events they do and doing them in such a beautiful way. Anthony Leone and Max Berman in our player development department. I think that to a person, is you just keep moving down the line with Christy, our finance manager, and Taylor, our HR manager, and of course the institution known as Tom Addis. It's just an extraordinary place, and it's neat to have seen the evolution of it all.
Absolutely. Yeah, we are so blessed to have what I think is the finest section staff in all the PGA of America, for sure. All those names you mentioned are all superstars to all of us in the Southern California PGA.
You know, and I would just add to that I look at our leadership, and I look at our board of directors. When I was the president, I was serving with Jason Taylor, who was just before me, and I look at the evolution of the team of John McNair and Todd, and now Tony, Robin, and Eric, Dr. Kurt, and Kimberly Falcone being on our board, 2 remarkable women. Again, I'll use the word evolution. It's just something to behold, and it's very exciting.
Absolutely. Those are all superstars. Yeah. Where do you think the section, the business, and the game of golf is heading right now, Jeff?
Well, I think there's a lot of blue sky, and I think it's full of optimism. And, you know, there's been a little bit of kind of a stale attitude about the fact that we've lost 27 golf courses in the last 10 years. But our employment rate within the section has never been better. So I see, not only from an employment standpoint, but I see the business of golf really emerging once again and being as solid as I've seen it in years. And I think that, once again, the programming we conduct here and the power of our junior golf program, 2,700 kids playing on the JDT, which is our junior development tour, playing on our Players Tour and in the Toyota Tour Cup, it sends a signal to me that we're absolutely moving in the right direction, and that the game is healthy, and that it's going to continue to grow. And I'm excited to be a part of it.
Right on. It seems like there's more people coming out. I don't know if it's just because I work at a public golf course, but it does seem like business is definitely thriving the last couple of years. It's on a rebound from the downturn when we lost so many courses.
Yeah, and that was an economic sort of function. It really didn't have that much to do with people not wanting to play golf. It was just really too many places to play, too many homes built to support golf courses, or too many golf courses built to support homes. And as you look at that economic downturn, it wasn't really that people didn't like to play golf anymore, and we can talk about lapsed golfers and golfers that have left the game, but they're still out there, and to motivate them and to get them re-engaged is what we try to do here at the section, and what all the people in the business of golf should be trying to do.
Right, and we just saw a report. I mean, it was the 65 and over crowd was kind of saving the day, and then I think I just saw something that the juniors are now evolving into that.
Well, and that's what needs to happen, and importantly, once they leave college, that they continue playing. And as we all know, that sometimes life takes a bit of a turn, and you get married, or you buy a home, and you have a job, and it's a little harder to play golf. And that's where innovation, like playing 6 holes, playing 9 holes late in the afternoon, these kinds of things need to be pushed and need to be really appreciated, because that's where people will continue to play.
And you guys we have the JDL, Junior League Golf. Clubs for Youth. You want to speak on that a little bit about what you got going on?
Yeah, I think that when we look at our player development efforts, and we look at Nikki Gatch, and of course what Anthony and Max Berman are doing upstairs, we have 19 drive, chip, and putt events scheduled for 2019. Junior League golf has never been bigger and growing just so rapidly. And once again, John Mason and Jackie Mason were the national champions at Greyhawk just a few weeks ago, which was extraordinary. Our Clubs for Youth program, over 500 sets of golf clubs have been given to high school girls and boys who didn't have equipment, or the equipment they did have was really inferior. And I think that our efforts through the foundation to contribute those clubs has been very meaningful, and it's a program that we're going to sustain and continue with. Wilson Sporting Goods providing very nice discounts on these clubs so that we can buy these sets of brand new golf clubs to contribute. So with Junior League Golf, Drive, Chip, and Putt, our Golf and Schools program in Orange County that Anthony Leone runs, I think things are very bright.
Right on. I was part of the Metro chapter donating clubs to the Westminster High girls golf team, and they showed up with a mishmash of, not even matching clubs. And they were so appreciative, and it was so exciting to see how happy these girls were to get these clubs.
Yeah, these are really meaningful experiences, and as Matt Gilson would tell you, it's as rewarding as anything can be.
It truly is. Yeah, that's a wonderful program the guys got going on there. I got to ask you your favorite swing tip.
Well, I'd say that my favorite tip is to not keep your head down, to strive not to keep your left arm straight, to play quickly, and if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything.
Oh, right. That's right out of Thumper's playbook. Right on. No, that's great. And a couple of things. You've been married for 26 years to Karen. You have twin girls, Hannah and Melissa, who we've met and seen. They're just wonderful people.
Thank you.
And I can't say enough, Jeff, what you've meant to me personally in my travels here. Winning the Golf Pro of the Year on your watch was phenomenal. The President's Award. I do when I do the disabled clinics, I have an instructor orientation before the events always. And I stress the 3 C's: care, concern, and compassion, which I learned from you. Oh. And I'm sure that a lot of pros in Southern California will agree with me on how much care, concern, and compassion you show for us Southern California PGA pros.
What a lovely thing to say.
You got any plans for the future, Jeff? What do you got going on?
I'm just here trying to stay out of the way, and looking forward to having a couple of days with my family over Christmas, and wishing everyone a happy holiday and a real healthy and safe New Year. Awesome. And it's just great to be alive.
Right on. Hi, Joe the Pro here with SCPGA COO Jeff Johnson in Jeff's office. How you doing, Jeff?
Good, buddy.
What a very interesting office. Can you care to give us a quick tour here?
Yeah, I'm just sort of surrounded by my life, and I've just run out of space.
This office is fascinating.
Oh, thank you.
I'll tell you what, look at all these people again. It's a lot of
people, you're right. Some pictures of a young Tom Addison here, too, that you'd probably like to forget. 19, what year? 96, I think.
96, Golf Pro of the Year. Awesome. Great. Well, Jeff, thank you for sharing some time with us. Thank you for sharing your office with us. It's awesome. Always great to see you, my friend.
You too.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Johnson.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, Jeff, I appreciate you being on the Fascinating Five today.
My pleasure.
And we appreciate your stewardship, and God bless you,
You're
Jeff.
You're the best. I should be interviewing you. This is. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. I give you Jeff Johnson.
Thanks very much, Joe.